Bobsleigh would absolutely love a gold medal. The standard for a top 3 result at the bottom of the track is like undoubtedly the best result we can get.
The GB1 team casually discussing their hopes for the end of the season.
But we've also made a bet with our coach, so we kind of like have to push under us. I'm not saying the time, so we have to push a certain time. So as long as we hit that once, we'll be happy. We are very confident in being able to get a result. We've got the manpower, we've got the kit, we've got the driver, and we just need a bit of good luck on the day.
And it's been an unpredictable season, to say the least, not just because of COVID-19 restrictions, but they've also been hampered by injuries and plenty of bad luck.
2 days before we were coming out on my COVID test, I got a positive result. It was a false positive, but obviously had to stay in my house for 10 days. And then once the 10 days were up, then book a flight out and meet the team in Germany. But when I booked my flight, I had 2 cancelled flights. And then when I finally got a flight that wasn't getting cancelled, I got to Heathrow. I got turned away from a flight, which meant I couldn't come out to Germany. And then I got another flight when the team moved on to Switzerland. Then I got turned away from going to Switzerland. But then on the 5th attempt, I finally managed to get out with the boys to compete in Austria, Eagles, the last World Cup 4-man race of the season, which was obviously thankful for.
At one point before the competition in Koenigsegg, they were so short-staffed that they had to pull on their reserves. Luckily though, they have some sizable replacements. Coach Bruce Tasker, who retired 3 years ago, is also a Winter Olympic bronze medal winner.
Ex-slider, Olympic champion, Olympic bronze medalist rather, Bruce Tasker and Greg Cackett.
He adds to the morale of the team, it adds to the he's almost becomes like a leadership figure within the team, knowing what he's done and what he's capable of. Yes, he's come out of 3.5 years of retirement, and you know he's probably not in the peak performance of his life. But you can bet that when he was on the block, he would have given it everything that he's got in the tank at the time.
Recognising that they're lucky to have had a season at all, the team have tried to make the best of things, even if they haven't been competing. The calendar has been compacted so much that there's been a dependency on 2-man races over the 4-man.
To begin with, it wasn't ideal, but at the end of the day, we're all part of like the same team as well. So wherever I can pitch in to help, whether it's moving sleds on race day or helping the guys in training or whatever. So, I mean, the season hasn't been great for not even just us, but for bobsleigh as a sort of community. But at least we've managed to have a season as well. That's sort of the main thing.
The military trio of Taylor, Nick and Luke make up 3/4 of the GB1 sled going into the final race weekend, with driver Brad Hall the only civvy.
He just does as he's told.
No, I think he deals it really well in the sense that because we're sort of a close team as well, and there's a lot of sort of like for like swapping as well. So it's not like it's military being swapped in for like a civvy as such. It is just different GB personnel being swapped into the team, and it's just happened to be that the 3 guys that are going to be racing are all military.
It's a proud moment for the Armed Forces personnel, and the first time in at least 20 years that a 4-man GB bobsleigh team has been so heavily military.
Proud, like, for us to be able to represent our regiments and obviously the Navy and the Army at the highest level, when bobsleigh is developed as a sport where obviously 20 years ago it was looked upon on military personnel to come in and be GB athletes, whereas nowadays there's athletes coming from obviously the British athletics, rugby background, so to have 3 military personnel on the GB1 sled competing at the World Championships, we do feel very proud about that.
Having been in a training bubble for months, the team are ready for some downtime when they return to the UK.
Obviously in the summer we all lived together as well, and then competed together last season as well. So I mean, for the best part of 18 months, we've sort of been around each other, in each other's pocket. And as nice as the lads are, you do need a couple of weeks away from just everyone and just away from training. So yeah, as soon as we come back off here, we'll have a bit of time off just to get ourselves ready, and then we'll be back into training for the Olympic year, and then hopefully we'll find ourselves at Beijing.
After a well-deserved break, it'll be back to the push track and gym in Bath in the build-up to another Olympic year in 2022. Kath Brazier, Forces News.